Hello, my name is Todd Coffard.
And I'm Peter Lane.
And this is our AS Media Thriller question 5. How did we attract our thriller audience?
The first way that we attracted the audience for our thriller was we made the protagonist a very young, vulnerable character. So this way the audience can relate to him, as our target audience is around about 16-year-olds. They feel sorry for him in the situation that he's in. They understand what he's going through. And this means that it creates the story, it makes it more exciting for the audience because they want to know what's going to happen to this character that they've grown to feel sorry for and empathise with.
The second way in which we attracted our audience is through the use of Enigma. We used the Enigma heavily in our thriller video. The largest way in which we used it was with the figure in the final shot. In the final shot, you can only see the eyes of the figure. That does not show anything. Nobody knows how big the figure is, what gender the figure is, just anything about the figure. Because of this, the audience is compelled to watch and to find out if this figure is good or evil, if it's killed the protagonist, or what this figure is and what its purpose is in the attic.
The third way in which we attracted the audience during our thriller was through the use of very unique, innovative shots, which we believe create tension throughout the film. This will help us attract audiences because these shots will help make them feel as if they're there alongside the character that they've grown to empathise with. Also, these shots may attract other amateur filmmakers because they may want to take inspiration from our shots and just watch the film, get as many ideas as they can and just be inspired by our film.
Another way in which we attracted our media thriller audience is through the use of the narrative theory. The way in which this works is directly at the beginning of our video, you only hear two voices. One of the voices is the protagonist, who you see, and the other is the voice of the businessman, who you don't see. Due to this, the audience feel the need to understand the businessman's motives and why he is doing this. If he knows what's at the apartment and he's sending the protagonist into danger on purpose, or if he actually doesn't know, or he is something to do with the figure and the figure has power over him. Also, they feel the same with the protagonist. Why is the protagonist taking this job? Why is he so desperate for this money? Why is he not that scared at the moment? What is his motives in doing this? Does he get joy out of it? Is this his full-time job? Or is he just doing this for fun and he's a risk taker and he knows of the danger but he doesn't care? And also, the figure, what is his motives or its motives? Is it there specifically to take lives, or is it there to ward people off as its own area? Or is the figure not even evil? It may not be evil at all, it may be good and trying to help people. But because of our story outline and our short 2-minute video, you cannot fully understand all of this. Therefore, the audience wish to feel, and they feel compelled and really want to find out what is the motives of everyone.
The fifth way that we attracted the audience to our thriller movie was by making the figure something that anyone can project their ego onto, because it doesn't have any identity, you never see what it looks like, you just see its eyes. And sometimes the camera shots will help you follow it around, but anyone can project their own ego onto this, and this will allow them to either feel dominant over the protagonist or maybe feel as if they're there with the protagonist, being empathizing towards him. And mainly it's to help people feel as if they are superior to the protagonist, because a lot of the shots make it seem as if the figure is overlooming the protagonist, and if you project your ego onto the figure, you can imagine yourself there, you overlooming the protagonist, just as if you're there yourself. Last point.
The sixth and final way in which we attracted our media audience is due to the fact that the protagonist is entering this apartment unaware of the dangers. The audience that are watching it feel socially superior. This is because they have the power at this very moment in time, because, well, not even just the power, but they're safe. However, the protagonist, he is obviously in danger. However, he may not know. But from story outline and how the shots are taken, it is clear that something is going to happen to the protagonist. Because of this, the audience are happy because they're not in danger. However, they're watching the protagonist in danger, and they get a thrill as such out of this and joy because they're seeing someone else in this type of situation that they would hate to be in, but they're in the warm comfort of their home or a cinema where they're completely safe and they'd never be in this type of situation. So they completely have the social superiority over the protagonist. And it's also emphasised as well through the fact that he's alone and unarmed, because if there is someone or something there, he's got no way of defending himself, therefore he is in complete risk.